The cost y to produce x items is, in some cases, expressed as y equal mx plus b. The number b gives the fixed cost, the cost that is the same no matter how many items are produced. And the number m gives the variable cost, the cost to produce an additional item. It costs $500 to start up a business selling combined buttons. Each button costs 35 cents to produce. Use above information to complete the exercises from A to E. As we can see here, the fixed cost, no matter what happens, it's still fixed cost. It doesn't change. So the value here is always 500. So to answer the first question, what is the fixed cost? The fixed cost is $500. Remember here, we have to type integers or decimal. Since we have integers, so we'll keep it as this. B, what is the variable cost? The variable cost is the one that is changing. So each button costs 35 cents. So the variable cost here is going to be 35 cents. C, write the cost equation. So the cost equation will involve both the fixed cost and the variable cost. So the equation has to start with, we're going to say y equal, and how much is button cost? 35 cents. Times the number of buttons. I don't know how many, so we say x, plus the fixed cost. What's the fixed cost? Is $500. So this is fixed cost, and this one is a variable cost. And x is the number of buttons. Okay. Next, what will be the cost to produce 100 combined buttons based on the cost equation? He's giving you x value. X value here is 100. So we can say y equal 0.35 times 100 buttons plus the fixed cost. Okay. So use the calculator and get the answers. Here the answer will be $35 plus 500, and the total will be 535. Of course, we can replace y by f of 30 by 100, f of 100, because it's 100 buttons. So it's equal to $535. How many combined buttons will be produced if the total cost is 1,095? So he's giving you the total cost. The total cost is going to be y. So here we're going to say 1,950 equal, the fixed cost is 0.35, and we don't know how many buttons. That's what he's asking for, plus the fixed cost. So I'm going to move the 500 to the other side, so it's subtraction. So when you subtract 1,095 from 500, they give you 595 equal 0.35x. And the next step, we have to divide
595.
Yes.
5,000.
Yes, 500. Yes. Okay. So just remove the 5 with the 0 to put the 595. So we're going to divide by 35 cents. Okay, so divide by 35 cents for both sides. So if you play in one side, you have to play in the other side. So in this case, if you use the calculator to divide this will cancel with this. So that will give you
1700.
1700. So X is 1700, means 1700 buttons that you need to give. Okay, and that answered the question. So you got the answer here. So as one more time, you can write y equal, or you can write f of x equal. You're gonna write m times x plus b. B is the fixed cost, and x is the number of buttons or number of items, and b is the variable cost per item. Question number 20. He's asking you to select the correct choice from the listed below choices. Horizontal line. If you have a horizontal line, like if you have a graph like this, okay, I'm going to change the color. So we'll go here. So if I have a horizontal line coming from the horizon, so always the y value is fixed number. So I don't know what is the y value, so we're going to say y equal b. Okay, so in this case the answer is here, y equal b. Vertical line. Vertical line is a line that is vertically, like this. So its x value here is fixed. X is fixed. We don't know how much the x value, so we just say x equals a. So in this case, this is the answer. Point slope. So what is point slope? Means you can have a graph, okay, that has a point. For example, some point somewhere here, okay, and the graph is like this. Okay, so the point here is one point here and one point there. Okay, in this case, I will call it x1, y1. Okay, so in this case, we're gonna choose this one. Okay. Next one. It says slope intercept. So intercept means is cutting the graph in one point. We don't know where is the point, but somewhere here. This is called YA intercept. And sometimes just we call it intercept for the sake of abbreviation. Okay. So in this case, I have this point is considered 0 and a value. Okay. So in this case, I can say y equal mx plus b. So the answer here will be this one. Okay. What else we have? We forgot to write this here. Y minus y1 equal m x minus x1. Standard form. Standard form is when you have the equation written in a standard form. How can you write it in standard form? We know that y, okay, y minus y1 equal mx minus x1. But when you solve this, after you solve it, you should come with a value like this: ax plus by equal c. So you write it like this: ax plus by equal c. So the answer is this one. Okay, clear? So let's go to the next question. Question number 21. Write equation. Write equation of for the line passing through the given pair points. Okay, so he gave you pair of points. How many points he's giving you? 2 points. I would call this x1, y1, x2, y2. Give the final answer in slope-intercept form and in standard form. We know in the slope-intercept form it's like this: y equal mx plus b. In standard form, it's going to be like ax plus by equal c. So first we need to find how much is m, because remember these are 2 different points. So that's, we need to use the second formula, which is point slope formula, which is y minus y1 equal m x minus x1. But I need to find out how much is m first. So let's find m, which is the slope. So the slope is delta y over delta x, which equal y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So how much is y2? Negative 7. How much is y1? Negative 2. How much is x2? Is 3. How much is x1? Negative 5. So negative 7 plus 2 over 3 plus 5. So the top will be negative 5 over 8. Okay? So that's your A, that's your slope, which is m. Now let's write the equation down. The equation is y minus y1 equal x minus x1. Now which point can I choose? Can I choose negative 5 and negative 2? Or can I choose 3 and negative 7? You can choose any. It doesn't matter which one. So you will say y minus y1. I will choose the first one, okay? So it's negative 2. How much is m? Negative 5 over 8. How much is x1? Negative 5. Some students, they take number from here and number from there. You cannot. You have to stick to one point. Okay? So I'm going to use this point only. Okay? Now, just multiply. So you get plus 2, negative 5 over 8x. Okay, minus give you plus, minus give you 5 times 5 over 8. So 5 times 5 is how much? 25 over 8 minus, and this negative 5 over 8x, and this y plus 2. I'm going to move the 2 to the other side, so it's going to be minus 2. And then I have to find the LCD. What's the LCD for 1 and 8? Of course, it's 8, right? So I have to multiply the bottom by 8 and the top by 8. Okay? And don't forget, we have here 25 over 8 minus, we have negative 5 over 8x and y. Now this 2 times 8 is how much? 16. 2 times 8 is 16. So we're going to put 16 here over 8, and we have 25 over 8. So you add minus 16 and 25. That gave you how much? 41. So it's going to be negative 41 over 8. Okay, and you have negative 5 over 8x. That is your answer. Okay. Yes. Okay. Now, so we put this value here, which called slope-intercept form, which is y equal negative 5 over 8x minus 41 over 8. Now, to solve it as standard form, so we have to move the x to the other side. So it's going to be positive 5 over 8x plus y equal negative 41 over 8. This is called standard form.
You can move the 8, multiply over by 8.
Yes, if you want to get rid of the 8, then you can multiply all this by 8. So you have to distribute it 3 times. So your final answer will be 5x plus 8y equal negative 41. And this looks better. Okay, so that's why we recommend that we remove the fraction. So just write down here 5x plus 8y equal negative 41. Next question. The table lists the average annual cost y in dollars of tuition and fees at 2-year public colleges for selected years. X, where x equal 1 represents 2009. As you can see here, 2009 is donated by 1. And X2 for 2010 and 2011, 3, and so on. Complete part A through D. So this is a cost. If you are students in the university, you will have to spend $2,283 in 2-year public college. So, of course, the amount is increasing. So it's increasing here 2,283 to 2,441. So it's almost like 200. This is by 200, about 200. It's not exactly 200, but it's about 200. This one, it's about, I think, like about 100. And this one, it's about like 100 as well. So the graph should be like it's increasing. Okay. So if you look at the graph here, write the 5-order pair. First, we have to write the 5-order pair. To write the 5-order pair is very easy. All you have to do is say 1 and the cost. Then year 2 and the cost. And year 3 and the cost.
And so on.
Until you finish all the 4 years. Last year, 5 and 2,885. Those are the order pairs. Okay. Next question, it comes, it said, plot the order pairs x and y, choose the correct graph. So as you said, the graph is increasing. So which one is increasing? This one is increasing, and this one is increasing. This one is decrease. So we need to eliminate the decrease. So it's not this one. And this one is scrambled. Scrambled means it's like distributed everywhere. Okay, so we need to, this one also, it's not the answer. So we only left with 2 choices. But you can see here, this one, it's almost the same. If it's almost the same, then we eliminate this one. But this one, it looks like it's going in a straight line. So definitely this will be the right answer. Okay. Do the point lie approximately in a straight line? The answer is yes. It's in a straight line. Okay, so if we go to the answers here, we eliminate A and we eliminate C. So we left out with two choices, either B or D. What's the difference between B and D? This increase with increased differences. This point lie close to a straight line. So it's actually it's close to a straight line because it's increasing in a straight line. Okay, but it's not differences. There is no difference. Increasing differences, not difference. So we'll cancel D, and the answer is D. Use the order pair 2, 2441 and 5, 2885 to write the equation of a line that approximates the data. Give the final equation in slope-intercept form. I will consider these 2 points as x1, y1, x2, y2. Okay? And in order for me to solve this, I have to understand that the slope intercepts the slope point is y minus y1 equal mx minus x1. So I need to find how much is m. To get how much is m, we have to use the m formula. So we'll say y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1. So if you subtract this, that gives you how much? 444. And take away 2 from 5 is what? 3. So I got how much is m? Is 148. So I put here 140. Now comes the choice. Which point should I use for y1 and and x1? You can choose any point. I would rather use the first point. Okay. So y minus 2441 and x minus x1 is 3. Okay. Let me just remove this. Now we're going to distribute 2 times. So 148x minus 2 times 148 is how much? You're going to get 6. 2 times 4 is 8, 9, and 2. And you have y minus 2, 4, 4, 1. You remove this to the other side, move it. So you get negative 296 plus 2441. And don't forget, you still have the 148x equal y. Now if you combine this together, they give you 2145. So this will be your answer in slope intercept form. So this is your final answer. Okay. Use the equation from part C to estimate the average annual cost at 2 years college in 2015 to nearest dollar. What is the value of 2015? So how much is what is the estimate average annual cost for 2-year college in what year? 2015.
2015. So it's
Okay, he wants you to estimate the value here. So here I'm gonna have 2000 what? 14, right? And 2016, 15. Okay, so this will be what? 6, and this will be 7. He wants to know how much. How much when it's 7. So I will. What should I do now?
Put 7.
So it's 7, right? This one is the value is 7. What is 7 represents?
X.
X. So I'll say y equal 148. I will use this equation to get how much the value. So how much replace x by 7? So your answer will be 3,181 dollars. Okay, you put the value in here. Next question, solve the following system of equation by graphing. If the system is inconsistent or equations are dependent, say so. So let's take a look at the first equation. We have equation 1, equation 2.
They're both the same.
Are they the same?
Yes.
Now you ask you the question. We have 7x minus 3y equals 4. The second equation, 21x minus 9y equal 12. So if I multiply the first equation by 3, you're going to get the same values as the second equation. Therefore, both of them are same. But he wants you to graph it. So to graph this, we have to be careful. So the answer here is going to be infinite many solution because they are the same. Means that the 2 points lies on the same graph. Okay. So they have infinite number of points intersecting. Okay. They are non-stop. Okay. So what should we do now here to graph it?
Get the X and Y.
We have many methods to do it, right?